to your weekday cup of the word. We're in 2 Timothy now. 2 Timothy is it's a powerful book because this letter is Paul's death letter. Paul has been returned to Roman imprisonment by this time, and this time he doesn't expect to be set free. He expects to be executed, and history, secular history, backs up that is exactly what happened. Paul died there at the hands of the Romans. And so this letter to Timothy is a letter from Paul to the person that, as far as we could tell, he cared most about in this world, the man that he called his son. And it's a goodbye letter, and it's heart-wrenching when we put it within that context. And he'll start this letter off in this chapter with just a lot of praise for Timothy. It's kind of one of those things where he's telling him all those things that we sometimes say, I'll tell you later. Well, Paul's making sure that it isn't too late. He's saying it now, and how thankful he is for Timothy and the kind of man he is and what he's grown to be, and how much Paul has enjoyed and found pleasure in being friends with him and close to him. And he'll tell him, don't ever be ashamed of the gospel. Don't ever be ashamed of it. Stand firm, whether I'm here or not. And he will also put in this letter the fact, here down at the end of the chapter, that many people had deserted him, and that as he was in imprisonment and in not a good situation, many people had left him, and they had been ashamed of him, but some had stayed loyal. And of course the implication of that is that Timothy's one of those loyal people too. And we should be the kind of people that when we look at our lives, we say, which one would I be? Would I be the kind of person who would be loyal to those who stand fast in the gospel? Would I be loyal to the Apostle Paul if I'd been in Timothy's shoes? And so this chapter is just full of joy, which is kind of a funny thing when you think about what Paul was headed towards, and yet he still found joy in his heart and gratitude for the life that God had given him and the wonderful people he had blessed him to be around. That's the first chapter of 2 Timothy, and that's your Daily Cup.